Hey, what's up everyone? Pasay Baller here. This is the second game for today, April 8, 2023. This is Minnesota Timberwolves going up against San Antonio Spurs, and that'll happen at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. That's 4 o'clock a.m. here in Manila. I'm just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Pasay Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on that bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. The spread that is given is minus 13.5, and that's actually given towards the visiting team. That is the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the standings and the rankings of both of these teams, all right? Now, for Minnesota Timberwolves, they are at number 9 with a record of 40 wins and 40 losses. Mathematically, they can still make it to number 8, I guess, but it's going to be very tough for them. I mean, they got to win both, and they got to hope that New Orleans Pelicans would actually lose, but that's gonna be so hard to happen. So I think Minnesota Timberwolves will stay at number 9. By the end of by the end of this regular season, and if you take a look at San Antonio Spurs, they are stuck at number 14 with a record of 21 wins and 59 losses. Although they are coming off a win, all right. We all know that the Spurs they have been out of the contention for like I don't know more than a month. More than a month ago. All right, so San Antonio Spurs, they would have the home court advantage on this. In terms of fatigue, both teams, both teams did not play last night, right? Yep, that's correct. So both teams are actually coming off rest. We can just we can just skip that part. In terms of momentum, the Spurs they are coming off a win as much as the Minnesota Timberwolves. So maybe we can take a look at the form. Minnesota Timberwolves they have won 5 out of their last 10, while the Spurs they have won 3 out of their last 10. Okay. All right. So on this game, let's take a look at the availability of the players and the health of both teams. All right. Starting off with Minnesota Timberwolves, Naz Reid is confirmed out for the Wolves, and we got Noel, Austin Rivers, and Carl Anthony Towns all listed as questionable. All right, so 1 out, 3 questionable for the Wolves. Now for the Spurs, as always, they've been I don't know how to describe this, but they've had problems due to injuries for almost the entire season. So those who would be out will be Devin Vassell, Jeremy Sokan, Doug McDermott, and Devontae Graham. Is he the last? Yep. So no, not only him. Kem Birch. So there are 5 players confirmed out, and those who are listed as questionable would be Romeo Langford and Keldon Johnson. So 5 players confirmed out, a couple listed as questionable for San Antonio Spurs. Again, the spread is minus 13.5. The Spurs they are at home. This is a game that I won't really recommend for you guys to put your money on. I mean, it could go either way. If you take a look at it, the Wolves obviously they got the tools to really to really beat San Antonio Spurs by 20 plus points if they want to, right? If they really need it, if they really want to, they can do that. The Spurs have been struggling all year long. The San Antonio Spurs, you can take a look at them. Majority of their core of their stars are actually out. So that can actually happen. But then if you take a look at the Wolves, maybe and just maybe their starting 5 or their core will just be playing maybe very limited minutes, and I guess so. Because they're already in. It's not like they're fighting for something else right here. It's better if they would actually fight for the health of their players, if you know what I'm saying. So that'll happen if they can actually minimize and preserve their players. The Spurs, some of those players who would be playing on this game would be fighting for their jobs. They would want to impress their coaches. They would not just the coaches, but the other scouts. Hey, you know what? If ever I would be taken out, but by the Spurs, you guys can take a look at what I can do. I can take these 3-point shots. I can dunk the ball as easy as this. So, for me, if you take a look at it, the Spurs actually need this more, if you know what I'm saying. Not statistically, but in terms of purpose, uh, it's actually more beneficial for the Spurs to look better here, and for the Wolves to rest a little bit more. So I'm gonna side with San Antonio Spurs with the plus 13.5 Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Spurs will win, right? But I think that the Spurs would actually be able to cover the spread of 13.5 because of mainly the fact that the Wolves are not really pushing hard on this because they would try to preserve their stars, and at the same time, some of the players in San Antonio would want to buy for their position or buy for a job maybe next season. So my pick would be the Spurs plus 13.5. Peace out, as I love, and God bless.